Welcome to Fitness by Luke. I'm Luke and excited to bring this workout to you. It's a mix of yoga, cardio, and strength. Specifically, we'll have a yoga flow sequence that we'll do 3 times. We will do 2 sets of burpees, 45 seconds each, and then 6 strength exercises focused on the upper body. No equipment is necessary, maybe a mat, your body, and your mind. With that, let's get into it. We're going to start at the top of the mat and just bring our attention to our breath. One deep breath. And bring yourself here. Your mind might be other places depending on your day. Take another deep breath and exhale. As you take your next inhale, bring your hands over your head. On your exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, back down. And reach your right leg back. Drop that right heel. And come up, keeping your hips faced forward. Arms over your head. Head over heart, heart over your hips, so you're kind of tucking, bringing your right hip in and kind of pushing your left hip back so that they are squared forward and level. Your left knee stays bent. One deep breath, and on your exhale, just open those hips, those arms, keeping your feet in the same position. You might want to go a little deeper if that's comfortable for you. And you're opening your hips, keeping your hips level. Your left knee over your foot. You should be able to see your toes. And then extend your arms into Warrior 2. One deep breath. On the exhale, bring your left hand, reach over your head into Reverse Warrior. Let your right arm just hang. Keeping your torso and your core engaged. And feeling that stretch in your left side body. One deep breath. On your exhale, go back the way you came. And then continue to triangle pose. Straighten your left leg. And kind of tilt your hips now, tucking your left hip, feeling that stretch into your left hamstring, keeping your core engaged. You can look up if you want to your right hand. One deep breath here. On the exhale, windmill your right arm, reach it over your head to the front, and then pivot your left foot forward. And on your exhale, let yourself fold. Wide-legged, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Bend into that left knee. And then pivot back into runner's lunge. Bring your left foot back into plank. And then Chaturunga. Let yourself come down. Get to the tops of your foot. Put your weight in the tops of your foot. Extend your arms. Only as much as is comfortable, keeping your core engaged, and then pushing back to downward dog. On your next exhale, now bring your right foot forward to the runner's lunge. Now we're doing the opposite side. On the exhale, come up to Warrior 1. Again, those same kind of things on your checkbox for Warrior 1, keeping your left hip in and square with your right hip facing forward, keeping the hips level. Mind over heart, heart over hips. And extend your arms over your head. Get some space. On your next exhale, pivot. Do you know what? You also want your heel down. Get your heel down. Mine wasn't in that position for Warrior 1. You'll remember that next time, and I will too. Opening to Warrior 2. Having those hips open. You should be able to see your toes over your right knee. And again, keeping your core engaged, your upper body level or in line with your hips. You don't want to be really leaning either way in Warrior 2. On the exhale, go into Reverse Warrior. Right hand over your head. Let your left hand hang and kind of crawl down your left foot. And when you exhale, go back the way you came. Straighten that right leg. And go all the way to triangle pose. You can look up to your left hand for a minute. One deep breath. On the exhale, windmill that left arm over your head. Pivot your right foot so now it's parallel with your left. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hang. And then on your next exhale, go into your right knee. Pivot back to runner's lunge. Take your right leg back into plank. Chaturunga again. Lower. Exhale. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward dog. One deep breath here. On your exhale, walk your feet slowly to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands all the way back over your head, just like we started. You can bring them down into mountain pose. One deep breath. Now we're going to start our 45-second round of burpees. We're going to do 2 or 3 of them slow to start with, to create some presence and focus on the technique. And you can make these burpees whatever you want. You can do a push-up or not. And then when you come into stand, you can just stand or you can jump. It's completely up to you. Do it slow one more time. And then as you pick up your pace or maintain the same pace for 45 seconds, just maintain some presence. And focus on your breath and your body. 45 seconds starts now. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, bring yourself into a child's pose. For 15 seconds. And now, all fours, and lift onto your toes into that plank. We're doing that yoga flow sequence. Ready? Upward dog, and then to downward dog. Gonna get a set here. Bring your right foot forward. Drop that left heel. Raise up into Warrior 1 on the exhale. Warrior 2. On the next breath out, go into Reverse Warrior. On the next breath out, tilt it, straighten that right leg in a triangle pose. And then windmill that left arm, turn the right foot parallel with your left. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend and lean into that right knee. Pivot on those feet back to runner's lunge. Right foot goes back. Chaturunga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now we're going to do the opposite leg. Bring your right leg forward, runner's lunge, and raise up to warrior one. On the exhale, go to warrior two, and then into reverse warrior. And go back the way you came. Straighten that left leg, triangle pose. And then on the exhale, swing that right arm down, pivot that left foot parallel with the right. Lift halfway as you inhale, exhale yourself down. And then lean into that left knee, back to runner's lunge. Left leg goes back, chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog, and exhale to downward dog. Pedal your feet for a minute. That kind of gave us a recovery from the burpees. And now we're going to go into our strength exercises. We have 6 of them. Again, focused on the upper body. And our first one is in that downward dog. Go back to that position. And we're going to do a push-up with a toe tap. 45 seconds here. For all of these exercises, 45 seconds with a 15-second break. I'll give you some instruction before we begin the next round. So here we go. So we're going to tap with your right hand, tap with your left hand, and then push up. And repeat that. Tap, tap, push up. Tap, tap, push up. At your own pace. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You can let it relax on your belly here, however you want to. Or go to child's pose. Our next is forearm plank to dolphin. So you're on your elbows. Your elbows are under your shoulders. You push up into dolphin and then back to plank. Dolphin, back to plank. 45 seconds. Here we go. Don't worry about the time. That's my job. Your job is to stay present. Keep your mind engaged and your body engaged. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Going into another cool down. You can come back into child's pose. Okay, our next is tucked elbow push-ups. So we can get more engagement in the triceps. Bring your hands right over your shoulders. 45 seconds of these push-ups. Ready, go. You can go at your own pace. You can take it fast. You can take it slow. You can put your knees down if you need to. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to put my hands over my head. This feels good. And this is actually the right position for the next exercise. We're doing Superman with arm extension. So on your belly, hands over your head. You're lifting your legs off the ground, your arms off the ground, and think about lengthening. You don't necessarily need to focus so much on height. You just want them off the ground, and you want to think length. And then extend your arms forward, and then squeeze those shoulder blades together. Our 45 seconds has begun. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let yourself relax. A few deep breaths here. And stretch out how you like. I just like a little movement in my arms after all that, and my shoulders. Now we're going to tricep dip. Hands behind you. You're in seated position. And lift yourself off the ground, and then bend at the elbows. Feel it in your triceps. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. For our next one, it's the active bicep curl. No weight. You can do it from your knees or standing, however you want. Knees are standing good to me. 45 seconds here. You want to be flexing. Just flex. Pretend you're looking in the mirror and admiring your muscles. Just flex and extend and curl. Keep them flexed as hard as you can. You should be feeling your shoulders, your triceps after what we just did, your chest. You can continue to keep all those muscles engaged. Just flex everything and love it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're getting ready for our next and final round of burpees. We're going to do, again, 2 burpees slow, and then at your own pace. Just get to standing. Ooh, slowly roll up. And do that burpee motion 2 times. And the purpose of doing this slow is just to feel the motion and to bring your mind to it. 45 seconds starts now at your own pace. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And final yoga sequence. Arms over your head. I'm trying to catch my breath. And then come down, forward fold. Lift halfway. Exhale. Reach your right leg back. Drop that right heel. Come up to warrior one. On the exhale, warrior two. Get those hips level. Knee over your foot. Pay attention to how you feel. Slow down your breath. Take deep breaths. On the next exhale, go to reverse warrior. On your next exhale, tilt. Straighten that left leg into triangle pose. We're slowing everything down now. This is our cool down. Next exhale, swing that right arm to the front, pivot on the left foot, feet are parallel, inhale up halfway, and then exhale, forward fold. Let yourself hang here for a minute. Take deep breaths. On the next exhale, go into your left knee, bend it. Pivot on your feet to runner's lunge. Left foot goes back. Chaturunga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. On your next exhale, take your right foot forward. And then raise up to warrior one. Like so. Here we are. And then to warrior two. Exhale to reverse warrior. Back to warrior two, the way you came. Keep going. Straighten that right leg in a triangle pose. Next exhale, swing that left arm around. Pivot on that right heel. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale and hang. You might grab, let's just do a quick wrist stretch. Grab your right, put your right hand over your left, pull your fingers back, and your wrist. Stretching the palm of your hand, your fingers, your wrist, your forearm. Now, switch. Stretch out the right side. Ooh, and you're feeling maybe that stretch in your hamstrings as we stay in this forward fold. On your next exhale, bend your right knee and lean into it. Pivot on the balls of your feet to runner's lunge. Back, your right foot back to plank. Final Chaturunga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And now just check in with your body. Move how your body wants to move as you cool down and stretch. Now we're going to do modified pigeon. Bring your right foot forward. Your right knee goes to your right wrist. And you lower your hips. If you can't get all the way down, that's all right. Just wherever you can get. You get some of that stretch. You can feel it here in your left hip flexor, and then also your right glute. And if you'd like, you can bring your head all the way down to the ground. Last deep breath here. On your next exhale, put your hands down to the mat. Go onto the toes of your left foot, lift. Bring your right leg back into plank. If you want to get some calf stretch in here, you can. And then bring your left foot forward into modified pigeon on the opposite side. Let yourself sink into it. And if you want to take your head down, you can. We're going to take 2 deep breaths here. Now slowly come out of it. Go into seated position by swinging your right leg to the front. And you can grab your knees with your hands. If that's helpful, we're just going to slowly roll down to our backs now for a final pose to end this workout. You can go nice and slow if you can. Engage that core one last time. Feel a little massage in your lower back, in your spine. Now just get comfortable. Rest your hands next to you. And your mind might be wanting to go to the next thing. Just keep it here for a minute. We're just going to be here for just like 20 seconds to breathe in all the positive energy and breathe out anything that's no longer serving you. Find gratitude for your body, your mind. Gratitude for this wonderful gift of movement and for showing up for yourself today. You can stay here as long as you like. And that's it for now. Thank you for joining me. Take care of yourself, and see you next time.